So welcome to yoga for core strength. Start off nice and easy, feet about hip width apart. Inhale up. Exhale, just swoop your hands down and then lift. So keep your legs nice and straight, little softness in the knees. You swoop and then you come all the way back up. Reach to the top. Now you'll feel a little bit of tension in the hamstrings if you swoop down enough and then lift. Just trying to warm up the upper body and the lower body, get the proprioception working. Good, just a few more times. Last two, just sweeping those fingers. You'll feel yourself go a little bit lower each time. Last one. And then relax, just roll the shoulders back and set. This time what we're going to do is take a nice deep breath in, hands up. Bring the hands together, bring them down to the centre of the chest. Now you have a couple of choices. We're going to go into the tree pose. You can keep the foot nice and low. Or if you're feeling a bit more comfortable, you can bring the foot higher, place it just above the knee and just hold it there. So we're just going to take 5 to 6 nice deep breaths in and out. Staying as still as possibly can. Try not to put it on the knee, so it's just above the knee or just below the knee, so you're not pushing the knee out of place. Do one more. Deep breath in and out. And then rather than placing that leg down, take the hands underneath the thigh, bring it to the centre. So I want you to just grip your fingers underneath the thigh. So from the side I look like so. And you're just going to extend your leg out and then back. So you should feel a nice big stretch down the back of the thigh. Slowly down. Nice and controlled. Again, we're going to do 5. Reach, hold, slowly back. Squeeze those abs, squeeze those glutes, keep everything nice and still. Lovely. And we're going to do one more. Then relax, take it down. Give the hips a little circle in both directions. And then we're going to switch. So again, inhale up. Bring the hands down to the centre. And we'll come into the tree pose on the opposite side. Remember, you can bring it here, or you can bring it that little bit higher and hold it just above the knee. Nice and controlled. If you've got trousers on, you might find it's a little bit slippy, so sometimes it's better if you've got either grippy socks on or just a pair of shorts. And we'll just relax. 5 to 6 deep breaths in and out. Try and make sure the whole of the foot is down on the floor, so you're not got all the weight on one side or to the front or to the back. Try and make sure it's nice and even. One more deep breath in and out. And then we're going to take the hands underneath the thigh, stand up nice and tall, and from here, just straighten that leg out in front, and then slowly back. So you may feel one side is a little bit tighter than the other, that's fine. Just ease into the stretch, and then ease it back. Good, just 2 more. One more time. And then relax. Give the legs and the hips a little roll again, one more time, both directions. Then we're going to go into what's known as the triangle pose. So, take your feet, double the width of your hips. Now the side you're going to bend to is the foot that you move. So I've got this foot facing towards you, this foot's going to turn out to the side. That's the way I'm going to bend. So I want you to take your arms nice and wide, and then you're going to fold from the hip towards that foot that's facing away. So you make a triangle position. From here you're trying to stack your shoulders on top of each other, so your shoulder doesn't come forward. Keep it back, look up towards the ceiling to open up the spine, and we're just going to hold it there. Now if that's too much, come on up a little bit, place the hands on the shin, and you'll lift yourself out just a little bit. If not, stay where you are. Nice deep breaths in and out. And then just slowly bring yourself up. And we're going to switch with the feet. So again, this foot now is facing towards you. The other foot turns out to the side. Arms level with the shoulders, and you just tilt from that hip to make that nice triangular looking position with the legs and the upper body. Turn the head upwards. Again, rest the hand wherever's comfortable for you. Really try and keep that shoulder back. So you may find one side a little bit tighter than the other. You might find it in the hamstrings. You might find it in the chest, in the shoulders and the neck. So everyone's going to be slightly different. Nice deep breaths in and out. One more, and then slowly come on up. That was set one. Give your shoulders a little roll. Also here, we're going to go into the dancer's pose. So this one, I'll demonstrate with my left leg. I'm going to bring my left leg up. I'm going to take my left hand behind to grab that foot. I'm going to take my hand on the inside of the foot, so you can still see the outside of my foot here. So the hand is on the inside, and then very slowly, I'm going to tilt forward into almost like a single leg deadlift movement, and then extend my opposite arm out, and then hold. Now, you can try and push that foot a little bit higher, so you push it into your hand and just extend it above your head so it goes up nice and high, or you can stay a little bit lower and just hold on. Again, 5 to 6 deep breaths in and out, really working on the foot position, try and keep it nice and balanced. Then just bend that knee slightly, hold it a little bit deeper, still pushing that back foot into your hand, make it just a little bit more challenging, and then slowly come on up and relax. Give the legs just a little bit of a shake, and we're going to switch. So this time, my right hand, my right leg on the inside of the foot, and then just start to tilt forward, push the back foot into the hand and reach. So from the side, I'll show you what it looks like from the side. This kind of position, I've got enough room. Come back to you. A few deep breaths in and out. Then try and bend this knee just a touch. Sink a little bit lower. And then slowly come on out. And relax, give the legs a little shake. So that was round one. We're going to do both of those exercises again. So now you know, take the feet wide, turn the foot out, arms wide, and just tilt. Triangle pose, head turned up towards the ceiling, shoulders stacked, legs nice and straight. So you'll probably feel a bit of a pull either down the back of this leg, down the back of this leg. You may feel it here, you may feel it right across here, you may feel it in the neck. Everyone's going to be completely different depending on where you're the tightest. And then slowly come on up. I'm going to go straight in on the other side. So turn the feet, hands wide, and just tilt. And again, you may feel it in a completely different place. So for me on that side, I'm tightening my hamstring, but on this side, I feel it more in my shoulder and neck. Just keep those hands stacked, legs straight. And then slowly come on out. Back into that dancer's pose, feet about hip width apart. I'm going to start with my left leg, left hand, take the foot by the inside, reach out in front, and just tilt from the hip. So try and keep this leg as straight as possible. It might not be perfectly straight, that's fine, but keep it as straight as possible, and push your foot into your hand so you can lift. You may feel a stretch in the quad if you push far enough, so it's the front of your thigh. Really press in. Bend that knee just a touch. And then slowly coming up, drop the foot down, and we switch. Right hand for me, right foot. Same thing, we just tilt and push. Just hold it as still as possible. And then bend that knee again just a little bit. Really pushing that foot into the backhand. And then slowly coming up. And relax, roll your shoulders, give your legs a little shake. We're going to come on down to the floor. So drop your chin to your chest, let your body roll on down, nice and controlled. Fingertips down, bend the knees, come on back, hands and knees, and then just sit back over your heels into the child's pose. So we're going to start off nice and easy. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. I want you to just arch your back like a cat all the way up, and then slowly drop it down, lift the chin into that cow stretch. So we're going to do 4 of these, up and down, as far as you can take it. All the way up and then all the way back down. Good, just 2 more. Last one. And then we're going to go straight into our first exercise, which is a plank. So from here, most of you know how to do a plank. I want you to take your hands shoulder width apart, place your hands directly underneath your shoulders, and we're just going to lift. Extend the legs out, body nice and straight, and hold. Now this may be enough for you, but if you still want to try a little bit more, in a few seconds we're going to lift one leg. So make sure your feet and your hands are in a nice position for you to balance, and then we're just going to lift one foot up, just for a few seconds. Draw that belly button in nice and tight. Keep that body as straight as possible. Then draw that knee in towards the chest. Then extend it back. Then take the foot down. Hold it here. And relax. Drop down to the knee, sit back over the heels. That was one side. We're going to do the other side as well. Just hold on. Again, come back up to the hands and knees. Give yourself a little cat and cow stretch, just 2 times. Try and loosen off that spine as much as possible. And then, when you're comfortable, set the hands, set the feet, and we come back up, plank again. Now with this time we're going to do the opposite leg. So find the plank position first, nice and straight with the body. And then when you're feeling good, deep breath in and lift the other foot just a couple of inches off the floor. Hold it there. And slowly bring that knee in towards the chest, keeping the foot off the floor. Once again, we extend back out. Hold it here. Then take the foot down. Just relax into that plank position. And then drop those knees. Last time we sit back over the heels. Now, the next one may be a bit more challenging for some of you. We're going to go into a side plank. So come on to one side, sit down. What I'm going to do is bend your bottom leg to 90 degrees and extend your top leg out. So your side plank, I'll show you the first option. Place the hand underneath the shoulder and you're just going to lift your hip. So this is option number 1. That may be more than enough for some of you. If you still want to make more of a challenge, take both feet out, one foot in front of the other, and you lift the whole body. Come on up into that side plank pose. Get the hand in a comfortable position so mine's a little bit too far out. There we go. Nice and straight. And then slowly come on down. Now you can just roll over onto your other side, but I'll turn around so you can see. We'll do the other side. So again, you can either keep that bottom leg bent, top leg straight, or you can straighten both legs out, option number 1, or you can come up into option number 2, your choice. Just hold everything in nice and tight, squeeze those core muscles. Couple of nice deep breaths, arms directly above each other. And then slowly bring it down and then just sit onto your bum. So, legs at 90 degrees. Couple of options. Option number 1 is you're going to place your hands back behind you and you're going to keep them on the floor to do this exercise. Option number 2 is you keep the hands out in front. That's going to be a little bit more challenging. So option number 1, hands back. This is the exercise. We're going to lift our feet up so our shins are parallel with the ceiling. Option number 2 is arms out. What we're going to do is tap our toes down and then lift. We're going to do that 10 times. So like I said, you can either keep the arms out in front or you can rest them but still stay back. So you feel this in the core muscles, whichever you prefer, but make sure you're still leaning back, almost like a V shape from the knee and the upper body. We're going to go for 10, and then we're going to relax, hug the knees in before we do it again. Relax. Just grip onto the knees a little bit. Lift up through the chest, nice and tall. So that was set number 1. We'll do it one more time. Deep breath in. Come on back, set yourself up. Remember, hands behind or hands in front, shins parallel to the ceiling, and we go tap and lift. Nice and controlled. We don't need to rush the exercise. If you need to, if you do 4 or 5 with your arms out, then need to put the arms back, that's fine. You might need to rest. You might feel that you just need to rest for a couple of reps and then you can bring the arms back out. Or even if you need to rest for after 5 reps and then start again, that's fine. Good. 2 more. 1 more. And then relax. Again, just hug those knees in, sit up nice and tall. Now again, same thing with the arms. You can either place them behind or you can place them in front. What you're going to do now, same position with the upper leg, but the lower leg is going to extend out too. So with the arms out in front, I'm going to lift my legs up and I'm just going to extend. Now a third option is you can hold on to the back of your thighs and just hold those feet there. Try and keep them as straight as possible, leaning back just a little bit. Nice deep breath in. You may find this is a bit easier holding on with the back of the legs. If that's too easy, again, you can take the arms out and hold. Just hold it there. Couple more deep breaths in and out. And then relax. Take it down. Lie yourself all the way down and hug your knees into your chest. Then relax, both legs out, full body stretch, take the arms up and just reach. Now what you're going to do, it's a bit of a Pilates stroke yoga exercise, dead bug. arms and legs extended, I'm going to bring my right leg and my left arm up to meet each other in the centre. So try and keep them both nice and straight. Just lift your shoulders a touch off the floor. We reach, and then we lower down, and then we'll switch and do the other side. So reach, and then back down. Try and keep them as straight as possible. Up, so your shoulders peel away from the floor, chin just tucks into the chest. Up, and then down. Let's do 3 more on each side. Good. Breathing out as you lift, and in as you lower. Last one on each side. And then just relax. Hug the knees in one more time. I'm going to go into our last exercise, which is take your legs to 90 degrees, shins parallel to the ceiling one more time, arms at 90 degrees also, so your elbow is level with your shoulder to support your upper body. You can relax the hands down, or you can keep them up, it's your choice. And we're just going to drop those knees down at 90 degrees either side. So we're going to go for 5 on each side. Nice and controlled, let the body twist through the waist. Try and keep the shoulders down on the floor so they stay nice and parallel, and you get all the rotation through the middle of that waist. Good. I'm going to go for 5 on each side, so this is my third. One more on each side. Then relax. So that was your last exercise, but we got one more set. So we're going to do the last 2 exercises, 5 on each side, one more time, and then this core workout is complete. So again, arms and legs out, right hand to left leg. We reach up into the center, and then slowly lower back down. 5 on each side. Remember, breathing out as you lift, and in as you lower. Nice and controlled. Reaching up, peel those shoulders away. There's 2 on each side, 3 more to go. Last one on each side for me. Then relax. One more exercise, one more set. Legs at 90 degrees, arms at 90 degrees, and then just drop them down. 5 again, each side. Let that waist twist all the way through. Get the knees as low as you can towards the floor. Just let it drop. Breathing out as you lower down. There's 2, 3 more on each side, and then we get to relax. One more. Then just drop it down, full body stretch, and relax. Now take nice deep breaths in, stay here until you feel comfortable to come up, and once you're comfortable, just end your workout.